Alex is going to practice the catch in the night pen to begin with, since it's 100 by 100. And this is just so that my sheep get used to her. The thing about catching sheep is they need to know who you are. They need to not be afraid of you, and you need to know how to pick the right sheep. We're not particular about which sheep. We're just catching the one in the middle the best we can. Good job. Good job. I'm not sure this is what catching means to you guys, but it's what we use here. We have a crook, but I found that the crook would break my arm. And so I've not broken my arm, but I don't plan to. So what I do here is I catch with my arm around the neck, which is what I'm teaching her to do. And then putting and then checking eyes or whatever I might be wanting to check. And the thing I want to point out is that when you go to a trial where you have any kind of trial and you have to touch the sheep don't know you, they're afraid of you. Most likely, most sheep are, if they don't know you. It takes a really quiet, easy person to walk in amongst them and catch. So we're practicing that here, but that's also information that I know you guys know. But it's just something to think about with where you put the catch at for this particular tending course. I want it to be the real deal, but the real deal would be us going up the road 3 miles and putting the sheep out in the field of the neighbors. We probably can't do that. We can do it, but we're probably not allowed to do it. So, and I might, if we decide to do that one day, I will definitely video it. We've just been talking about what fun it would be to go up the road, up the highway with the sheep. But we don't want them run over. We don't want to be run over ourselves, and we don't want to cause pandemonium here in Jackson Creek. Ha ha. Good job. So this is Alex again. That was Alex catching in 100 by 100. This is about 40 by 40 square pen here that we just happened to end up with. It was a place that we needed to even up, and we needed the place. So for the courses that we run in this other pen. So she's going to catch and hold in here. Just do a there you go. And just catch me another one, please. For the started group, it's so much easier for them to catch inside of a smaller area. Of course, this is again 58 sheep, not 25. So this pen would be half as full as it is. And that's kind of an important thing to consider. I'm not going to run 25 sheep because I'm just not with this situation. I want to run the whole flock. Good deal. Nice. Okay. Now we're talking. Alex has set up her grays. We missed that part with the video. Sorry about that. And she's just doing her grays out here in the middle of the field. This is a 7-acre field. It goes way back to my left and way off over the hill. So there's 7 acres here that you could do this in. We're staying away from the fences because I don't want to use a fence to hold them. I'd rather the dog hold them. And the field itself, there's places like little dips and things. There goes my husband with a load of wood. That's a good sign. And as we pan to the right, you see the house. In front of the house, there's an asphalt driveway. And we're going to go out this gate right here, up that asphalt driveway in just a few minutes. And we're going to go to that big gate up there. And on the other side of that big gate is an area that's kind of a wide, big area before you get to the woods and before you get to the pond, which again, we're using natural boundaries. We're going to use that as a graze area. And then we're going to take the sheep across what we call the dam, which it is a dam for the pond, and hold them over there and then bring them back and go through across the bridge that we have set up. And we've got some gates that we're going to work on and take them to water and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're just up here hanging out, not hanging out, but letting them graze. And we'll let the dog have water anytime it wants it. There's water in the field, at the light pole and other places. Right here, there's water right here in front of us. We have these water spigots everywhere, all over the whole place. Looks like Alex is doing a good job. I'm going to ask her to catch a sheep. Alex, catch a sheep. Yeah. Catch one. Let's see how it works out there. Nice, these sheep know her pretty well, and they're pretty tame anyway. It's nice how she's using her dog to help her. I kind of think this is something you kind of got to feel your way through and into. As a shepherdess, it has been my experience. I've been doing this for 20 years now. Not long, but it's a long time. I grew up with sheep and cows. Definitely sheep are different than cattle. The reason we practiced this is so that she could learn how to catch out in the open field. Good job! All right, give them a chance and catch another. We taught the dog to come around and cover when we go through gates. Her dog has natural balance to her. It's pretty cool, actually. All right, let's bring them up the driveway. Don't let them eat my sweet bay magnolias on your right. Stay up toward, just like you're coming towards Journey. Good job, Indy. Okay, when you go off, you see the gates open right there. Don't go in there. Yeah, don't go in the gate, but don't let them run away from you either.
Indy. Indy.
Journey and I are some pressure back here. We don't mean to be, but we...
Go by.
Now you see that nice spot there,
Yep.
but not to the woods. Just anywhere out there in that spot, but not to the woods. And you're right, it's hot.
It is warm.
Feels pretty good though.
Easy. Hey, easy. Go by. Go by.
You
Go
don't
by.
let them escape.
Go. Go. Hey.
Easy, don't get run them in the pond. Lie down. Go find your spot, buddy. Good stock dog you are. Lie down. So this is Indy getting her group together to go across the dam. It's kind of tricky. It's a narrow dam. It's long, but it's narrow. And we're going to use the fence to help us not knock the sheep in the water.
Indy, go. Go by.
Journey.
Hey. Away. 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 Go. Away. 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 Get out. Away.
That's Journey holding them. He had to get ahead of them because they like to run across the dam no matter what. Either with a dog or without a dog, they like to run. And I don't want them running. So he had to get ahead of them. And Alex's dog isn't that well trained yet to know how to do that. Takes a bit of training in this little area. And not every dog excels at it. I would not think that the main thing would be to keep the dog where it can be ahead of them, and that is something that the dog has to learn to get around and work and take time. And this is a tricky place because it is narrow, and this is again 58 sheep. Journey's had a lot of practice at this. He's also been run over, and he doesn't care. So he doesn't like to be run over, but he... Alex is working on catching. I'm just practicing some of that. Indy's working on holding. We do have fences to help us here. But it's so much quieter for the flock. And honestly, my flock is pretty quiet anyway. I mean, unless you just go in and wave your arms or something, they're going to be pretty quiet. There's a few in there that's hard to catch, but most of them aren't. Because we handle them a lot. Trimming feet, checking eyes, worming, whatever we need to do. Generally are checked weekly and run through a foot bath and all sorts of things, and took across the dam back and forth daily because they're big fieldos over here to work in, well, not to work in, but to eat in. We've got about 20 acres on this other side of the pond here, 13 that's in grass. The other 7's in woods, and they love the woods. They browse a lot. Andy's so pretty with her ears watching her master. Love it. These Boscherons are beautiful animals. Andy's an exceptional individual. Andy,
Indy.
she heard me say her name.